Today we are happy to be in Mbale because we decided that we should come to Mbale to celebrate 100 years of this church, the Worldwide Anglican Church, which started in 1921 in September. So by last year, that date, this church turned 100 years. And because of COVID and other problems, we were not able to celebrate it. So we decided that we come to Bali and celebrate 100 years. That's a very important reason why we are in Bali. The second one is that the climax of the celebrations will be marked by the consecration of two bishops. One is Bishop-elect Abednego Watenga, who is going to be the Bishop of the new diocese of the Upper Nile, the East Diocese, which has been carved out of the Anglican Diocese, which has been taking the whole of this region. That diocese which we are carving out is headed by Bishop Dudu. Unfortunately, is not here now. And so we are creating new diocese out of that one. This church is purely an Anglican church. We are purely Anglican church, though we are not in communion with the See of Canterbury, but we are purely an Anglican church. We do things the same way, but one feature which is very associated with us is that we in this church believe that homosexuality and sex outside marriage are sins, and abortion. So those are very important issues that make our part of our doctrine. And therefore, as we consecrate this bishop, we shall be also introducing this church in this city of Mbale and the surrounding areas. And in the past few years, this church has grown too much that many people are joining it, from mainly the Anglican groups that do not accept homosexuality, and from other Christian churches that believe that homosexuality and sex outside marriage are sins. So in the past 2-3 years, I've registered a lot of growth in this church. And in Uganda, they have been here for only 8 years. Of the 100 years I've been in Uganda for, this is the 9th year. We have registered growth because Watenga is going to be our 4th bishop in Uganda, and we have got several priests across the country, and I'm happy that we are now here in the great Mbale city. Sitting next to me is Archbishop Chan Jad Studied, who is the primate Archbishop of North America. He has his see in East Towers in Michigan, USA. He came to join us as we celebrate and consecrate the two bishops. And here we have a bishop from Kenya, an archbishop from Kenya, Archbishop Ojichi, and we have the primate archbishop of the whole of the province of Kenya, Dr. Abraham Amwai, who is doing good work in Kenya. And Kenya has, in the recent past, registered a lot of growth in the Worldwide Anglican Church. We have Bishop Samuel Sebufu, who is the Bishop of Central Uganda. That diocese is called the Victoria Region Diocese. And we have here with us an archdeacon from Mbale Region, who is Canon Robert Kwikuriza. And we have another one from Kasese, who is Reverend Dr. Christopher Mbale. And we have our communication director, Alimi, who is stationed in Kampala. So we as a church are ready to see that we improve the lives of our people through social services, and we work with the government to promote good government programs and to guide in establishing peace and development in our people. So I'm very happy to be here. I'm happy to introduce this Worldwide Anglican Church in this city, and I know it will be a blessing consecrating Bishop Watenga and Bishop Felix Nzeimana. Thank you so much.
Morning. I am the chairman of all clergy in Mbale. Beyond that, I'm also the team leader of Anglican Renewal Fellowship and Ministries, the biggest fellowship in the diocese, probably in the Church of Uganda. And so I'm implying that I have leadership qualities, and they must have heard about me. But more importantly, I am a prayerful person. I don't want to blow my own trumpet. But when the Archbishop reached out to me to say, we have heard about you and we want to offer you an opportunity to come and serve with us, that happened last year, about December. I said, Archbishop, while I welcome the opportunity to serve with you, let me consult God. And I have with me prayer groups that support me in my ministry. So it took me almost 1 year to come to make this decision. After praying, fasting, and waiting upon the Lord, and hearing what the Lord is saying about my calling, especially changing from one denomination, although it is Anglican, to another. Being a deacon, you are supposed to be a role model. Being the chairman of the clergy, that means they trust you. So it has been a very heavy decision, but a process decision. And the Holy Spirit was processing it. And how was it processing it? Praying, hearing what God is saying, the word of prophecy.
As I myself am very much committed to working with everybody. What I like about the Worldwide Anglican Church, at least in the sense of the United States and North America, is that none of our people are paid. We all have either retired or working other jobs, which means that weeds out those who are there for the money. They go away. But the people who are committed to Christ, they stay and they build churches. And this is, to me, after being a missionary in Africa and Asia for 25 years, I learned a long time ago that we need to separate as Jesus talks about, the sheep from the goats. And there's too many goats eating away to make money for themselves. We need men and women of God who don't care about money.
So, what has excited you most?
Your visitors don't want a 5-star hotel room. They look like that everywhere. They want to meet the local people, to learn the culture, try the food. The women would love trying on Gomez because all women I've ever met all love to play dress up. This is what they love in culture. And this country, to my opinion, in Africa, I've been in a lot of countries, and I've never had any problems anywhere in Africa. But I can tell you that the number one country for hospitality is Uganda.
Amen.
And I don't know what it is about it, but it's just the people are extremely friendly. They're very helpful. And I think that the best way to introduce the world to Africa is through Uganda.
The information that I can share is that our church is a worldwide church and is still Anglican. In that, I want to just put it out. The reason why I'm here, and I'm supposed, it could have happened even in Canada, is because we are worldwide. So everywhere we always serve. So we don't have boundaries as in terms of countries or region. So I'm here as if I'm at home. So there is no difference for us because wherever God sends us and wherever God calls, we answer.